Well, hey everybody, Matt and Roy back again. Well, I got a pickups find for you today. This has been the first nice Saturday we've had in about the last 3 months. So I decided to go out to our local garage sales. Didn't find much. There were a couple just regular garage sales, but nothing to write home about. Then I decided to check our local storage sales. We have a place near us that has private storage sales, and I decided to go there and see what they had. Sure enough, I found these 4 computer towers. I'll probably do videos on at least 2 of these, maybe all of them, but they're going to be individually, because I really haven't had much of a chance to look inside of them yet. So this is just going to be like a preliminary video to show you what I actually found. This will start over here. This one is a Dell Dimension 2400. It's got a Intel Celeron processor and designed for Windows XP. You can see on front it has the 2 USB 2.0 ports, and it also has one just headphone jack. It has the stock CD burner, which I found out came in these originally. You could have got a CD burner. A CD-ROM drive was the cheapest option. Then right above that was the CD burner or DVD. And then the most expensive option back then was a combo drive. It was a DVD-CD combo. No floppy drive in this one. This is one of the first years where they started removing them from computers. Say this computer is from about 2003. And by then people really just didn't use floppy drives that much. Going on to the side here, you can see designed for Microsoft Windows XP Home. And let's see. Let me see if I can actually open this. I'm going to put it on top of the other computer so you guys can see inside, if I can actually open it up. You know what? I'm going to open this case up and I'll be right back. Okay, now we're inside the computer. You can see right there it does have the original hard drive. And I believe that is a 40 gig drive according to a little sticker that somebody placed on the back. Up there is the CD burner. There is one 256 megabyte stick of DDR1 memory. Has the 56K V.90 modem. And underneath this shield here, let's see if I can get this open one-handed. Yeah, it's coming. Okay, it doesn't look like I'll be able... Oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. Underneath here we have the, looks like a 120 mil fan. And that is the CPU. We know it's a Celeron. I'm guessing probably a 2.4, maybe 2.6 gigahertz. All the caps in this one look good. And that's pretty much all there is in this computer. You can see it actually has a date. Here's the date, September 10th of 2004. So this one's actually a little bit newer than I expected. Go ahead and put this back in. Alright, next we have another Dell. This is an Optiplex model GX270. And this one is actually the exact same model too, so I'll just go ahead and review this one to save a little bit of time. I already looked, the specs are almost identical. This one is missing the front door, as you can see. That's what it's supposed to look like right there. On the front here we have 2 USB ports and 1 audio out port. Now, I don't really like this design because, as you can see, it's angled down, so it's very hard. If you have one of the older flash drives, it's very hard to get it in here. Usually, especially if you have this on the floor, you almost have to use one of the rear USB ports because it's very hard to angle a flash drive in there. This one does have a 3¼ inch floppy drive. This one is actually from around the same time, but it has the floppy drive because it's the business series, the Optiplex. And I would say up until about 2005 or 2006, businesses still used floppy disks. I remember I worked at Sonic back then, and we used a floppy disk to actually store our sales information for the month. Up here we just have a standard CD-ROM drive, and that is definitely going to be coming out. I'm going to maybe try to put this DVD burner in there. We'll see if it fits. Okay, I'm back. And I have the computer on its side right now because these really open a very special way. And I'm going to try, and because I need both hands, I don't have my tripod out, I'm going to put you guys like this, and hopefully you'll be able to see how I do it. Up here and on the bottom there are two like little buttons. You have to push them in, and then the whole case just pulls up. It's what they call a clamshell design. Just a little piece of straw or something in there. Now, if you look inside here, this is actually a really ingenious design. Up here, you have all your drives, the CD-ROM drive, floppy drive, and the hard drive. I believe that's an 80 gigabyte. Now, down in here, we have the memory. This has 4 128 megabyte sticks of DDR, so 512. And yes, I will be upgrading this. I'll probably get this up to at least a gig. Over there you have your AGP slot and 4 PCI expansion slots, none of which are populated because generally they just have a modem in these, and again, because it's a business class system, definitely not necessary. Up here is the processor shield, which I opened up. Will show you that it does have the same type of giant metal heatsink with no fan, because the fan is actually right back here, just like on the other one. And I'm guessing this is probably a 2 gigahertz, maybe a 2.2 gigahertz system. And then on the back here we have parallel, serial, monitor VGA, keyboard and mouse PS2 ports. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 USB 2.0 ports. That'll definitely come in handy. Ethernet port, and the various audio ports. No, because it's a business class system, there's definitely no surround sound capability in this, but I could put in a, I have a Sound Blaster Audigy card, another one, which does have that capability. I don't know if I'm going to put it in this system or the next one I'm going to show you guys. I know I didn't show you the back panel of the other Dell, but it's almost identical to this. The only difference is these ports are here and the USB ports are up top. But other than that, it has the exact same ports. Alright everybody, we're back. This is the last of the new finds that I've got today. By far, this is going to be the nicest system. This is a HP Compact. It has a Pentium 4 Hyperthread system. As you can see, it's got that HT right there, which means it's at least a 2.6 gigahertz. I'm guessing this one's probably more like 2.8 or 3. You have the 2 USB 2.0 front ports, 2 audio ports right there. Got the power button right up top. Hard drive and power LED, not combined in this one like most modern systems. And up here, just a regular CD burner. Now, I did plug this one in before, and I know the CD drive does not work, so that's the first thing I'm going to be replacing. And if we go to the side here, this one I should be able to open up one-handed. And here you can definitely see this is a well-built computer. Each of the has a CPU and looks like a 120 millimeter case fan. They both have these metal grates on them, and they're definitely high quality. Down here we have the PCI Express X1 slot and 2 PCI card slots. This one I might be able to put Windows 7 on, but I don't know if the video card is going to be capable, so I have to do a little bit more research on that. We have an 80 gigabyte Western Digital hard drive. This one I believe has either 1 or 2 gigabytes of memory. These might be 512 sticks, but I looked at one and I think it may have been a 1 gig stick, so we'll have to wait till I plug this in. And then the only other thing there is the CD burner, which again is going to be taken out. One other interesting thing to note is this is actually an HP branded power supply. Back in the day, I remember Compaq made their own, but I've never actually seen a HP branded power supply. I'm guessing this is probably made by another manufacturer. If you guys know who might have actually made this, just stick it down in the comments. As you can see, it's a 300 watt power supply, so it's more than sufficient for this business class system. And again, the fourth computer is this is Optiplex 270, which is identical to the other one I got, so I don't see any reason to review that. Well, that's it for my finds today, everybody. I'm definitely going to put up another video of this computer. We're going to start with this compact, seeing as it's the best of the bunch. So stay tuned for that coming real soon, and have a blessed day, everyone.